I gotta jump on my soapbox real quick, right? So y'all just heard me on the phone. I'm tired of supporting black business simply for the sake of supporting black business. So I got a new card, right? So I went to a certain bank that's supposed to be black owned, right? Now when I first go in the bank, I don't get served right away. I don't even get a Chick-fil-A type of hello, how you doing? Hey, good to see you. But I'm in here to spend my money with you, right?
Chick-fil-A, hello.
You know Chick-fil-A always on a customer service game, right?
About that life. They go to Disney World to learn customer service.
I'm in here to give you my money. I feel like I should be greeted.
Yes.
I give you my money, I fill out all of the paperwork. None of the paperwork is for me to get a bank card. When I open up a bank, I want a bank card, right? Yeah. I'm thinking one of the pieces of paper is for my bank card, but it's not. I go like 3-4 weeks, I don't get a bank card. So I call. Hey, never got a bank card. Well, did you fill out with one? For one? I didn't know I had to. I thought y'all the bank, right? So now I go down there more time on my day. I fill out for my bank card. Finally get my bank card in the mail. I go to use my bank card not activated. The only paper they sent me, look, Paige, find me a phone number on the paper. It ain't even a number to call on the paper.
Turn it over.
It's nothing. So now I'm in the bank. I'm somewhere trying to spend some money. I know I got money on my card. I can't spend it. It's no number. Y'all see, I just tried to call them twice. They don't close till 5. I can't get somebody on the phone. So where's my money? I don't know where my money is at.
It's in Bitmoji.
It's
Bitcoin. They put your money in Bitcoin.
They cryptocurrency my money. Is he crazy?
Yeah.
It's like, and it's my fault because what I believe is that you gotta be excellent and then be black. Because I only went to this bank because a bunch of people I respect was like, put your money in a black bank. You should bank black. And these people is black owned. So you should. None of them was like, oh, this bank has great customer service. You should use them. Oh, this bank has great interest rates. You should use them. They do great mortgages. They do great loans. It was just black. But me trying to support, I banked with them. And now it make me feel like, what you said earlier, I gotta go with who's the best for the job. Who can do it?
Because it's like you never even heard of that bank prior to anyway. So
I
the
heard
mere
of them,
fact,
I just didn't know they was black.
yeah, it's just the mere fact of going there is like, yo, I'm gonna go there. Why? Because they black. And like, what else do they do good?
The idea around it, I understand it, but I also feel like it's your money. You have to play smart with your money. It's your investment.
Definitely.
You have to do your research. I don't just support people because they're black.
But that's
I
people
would
too.
love to support you because you're black, but I don't just do it because that's not the only reason why I spend my money there. It has to be good reviews. It has to make sense. Like the money has to make sense. Like I don't just buy things because people are black. And I love my people, but it has to make sense.
And I love them too. I just think there's this the crazy part, right? It's almost as a black person, you damn if you do, you damn if you don't, right? But what black people do, and I'm sorry I gotta say it, but they want support without earning it, right? And in the world we live in today, and everybody goes to work and makes their hard-earned money, I need great customer service.
Yes.
I need you to be excellent at what you do. And then the crazy part is, as a black person, they hold us back anyway. So you got to be excellent at what you do in order to succeed. But now, when I go support you for no other reason besides I want to help the black community, I want to help the black people step up, whatever it is, and you don't treat me as if you understand how important it is for me to spend my dollar with you, I have a problem with that. And I'm not saying I don't have a problem with any other race do it. I have a problem with anybody who wrongs me.
I just demand
But
good customer service all the time. Like that's my baseline is great customer service.
great customer service.
I think that people are more focused on money instead of the people. Like I feel like if people
100%.
aren't your priority, your business is going to suck.
100%.
Like
But but here's
All of
I
it.
think they just more focused
Okay.
on the money and not even the business.
no, it's not that. Just being devil's advocate in this situation. A lot of times when other races and cultures start businesses, they started with a lot more capital than we have to start our business. So a lot of times,
intellectual capital as well as financial.
that's both. It's both things. So when they start their businesses with a lower threshold, a lot of things have to suffer. One of the first things that suffers with them is that I gotta hire my friends, I gotta hire my family members to help me grow my business. Or I have to hire
Everybody lazy. Like,
Or I have to hire somebody who isn't excellent in this field. I don't have the opportunity to go out and get the best or the top person because my capital is a lot less. So we go in already at a little bit of a disadvantage. I get that. But what they don't understand is that customer service, that breeds word of mouth. That breeds more business. That's
Definitely.
where you need to put the money in.
Definitely.
Because if you do it, it's just gonna come back to you.
And that's the thing. I tell people all the time, I get all of my business off of referrals because I did a good job with somebody else, right? When people, especially like myself, like I got another story. Y'all know I got wild stories. When we got our shirts done, right? And I'm not gonna put nobody names out there, but when we got our shirts done, the first company didn't do all of the shirts. So I needed a few more shirts, just a couple more shirts. I think I needed a large and a medium or something like that. So I see a friend of mine post with another black-owned business. So I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm going to go support. Now, when I come in, I got on a My New Philly shirt that's printed already. So if I'm the seller of this service, I'm like, oh, new client alert. I'm about to steal this client, right? I'm about to treat him a certain way. He's wearing what I sell. I got a sign on me that says, sell to me, please.
Easy.
Please sell to me.
This is
right?
alley-oop, right?
It's a so now I go in, I'm like, bro, I need 2 mediums, right? He don't got black medium. But it's a print shop. You don't have black and you don't have medium. How? And I think I think the hustle is you're supposed to be able to get your joint printed right then and there, right? I'm only supposed to have to wait 10, 20 minutes to get my joint printed. I come in, I try to get 2, they don't got it. Cool. They try to order it for me. I'm like, all right, how long that's gonna be or whatever. Oh, we gonna order, it's gonna come back the next day or whatever, right? And I know my peoples called them and was like, yo, I got my new Philly ball coming in, whatever. Now, he don't know who I am, but at the same time, you should do your research if somebody calling you. Now you know that I got a whole team, and if they stand by me for anything else, they'll take my recommendation to use your service. I go back the next day because I don't even get a call. I go back. They like, oh, yeah, it was 2 larges, right? No, it was 2
We already
mediums.
had this conversation.
It was 2 mediums. You showed me
We
you
had this
ordered them
conversation.
on the computer. You showed me. Oh, we thought it was this. Now they gotta order my stuff again. I gotta come back. I come back. My stuff's still not printed. I'm like, yo, y'all knew I was coming for the. Oh, we gonna do them right now. Now I gotta wait the time it's supposed to take them to print. I wait. I get my 2 larges, and I get the 2 mediums finally, but now they got the extra 2 that they printed that's just sitting there. They can't even do nothing with it.
nothing with it.
So when I'm about to leave, I grab the bag. It's only the mediums in the bag, right? So I'm like, in my head, I'm thinking like, he gonna toss me the
Yeah,
other
because I've been
larges.
inconvenienced with my time. I've had to drive up here multiple times.
Right.
Like, at what point do you realize this is a huge inconvenience that I have?
Right.
That's not
Didn't
my
even
problem.
acknowledge the inconvenience, let alone had a way to at least smooth it over. You know what? I'm gonna give you these extra 2 that we printed anyway. My bad on the mix up and all of that. But like Eb's saying, if the customer service is not important to you, you're not never going to do it. If it's not paramount, like I love that Chick-fil-A makes it paramount.
Right.
Like you're going to come back again and again and again because you
The
was.
thing about Chick-fil-A is Chick-fil-A ain't even it. Like everybody rave about it. Chick-fil-A
Oh no, it
ain't
is.
that
It
good.
is.
It ain't everything.
Yeah, it's to you. Yeah.
no, but you go back for a waffle fry. Don't. You go back for a waffle fry. You go back for a waffle fry.
Chick-fil-A ain't that to me. I love the market solid, cool, but I'm just saying like as a whole, if I'm really eating fast food, I'm really going to Wendy's. I don't really eat
Oh,
fast
well,
food,
yeah,
but I'm
you
going to
sound
Wendy's.
crazy.
You do sound
You
What I'm
sound
saying
crazy.
is,
You sound
Chick-fil-A,
like
the
we gotta
reason
disregard
why.
everything he
No,
said.
what I'm saying is,
Not a 44.
Not a 44.
But that's what makes it so important. I feel like a lot of the times, and I'm gonna use social media. A lot of times when I see small businesses get like attacked on social media, and any kind of controversy surrounding small businesses, I've noticed that they normally attack the public. And what I've noticed with big
Right.
businesses is that they don't attack the public. They issue a statement,
Right.
and they fix it. They go back to the
They do
drawing
something to
board.
fix it.
They try to figure out how
Oh
to
yeah,
make
you
it
was
better.
talking about that earlier today, where you got attacked by the smaller business.
Issue
Yeah.
with a smaller business in the restaurant industry, and my order was messed up. I get back to work. I called them like, yo, my order messed up. I was supposed to get this side. Y'all gave me this one. They like, oh, well, you could bring it back. I'm like, no, I'm at work. Like, I can't bring it back. Like, I'm at work like you at work. Say like, oh, well, I'm like, don't y'all got delivery? Can't y'all just have somebody deliver me the extra side? Oh, no, we not delivering no side. I'm like, all right, well, then just give me a refund. Or we could refund you $350. I guess that's like the side amount. Like, no, you supposed to refund my full order or whatever. So I'm like, you know what? It's cool. Have the manager or the owner call me. Time goes by, nobody calls me. I call back like, yo, what's up? Like, oh, I could call them myself if y'all really want. Matter of fact, I'm going to just go on Instagram and write something on Instagram. I get a phone call like, oh, hey, like, what's up? Like, what you mean? Oh, you was going to go to Instagram. Now you feel attacked because you feel like I'm going to go to Instagram and say something bad about you when I could have just called you directly, or when I could have just came directly. But the same way that if I was to go to Instagram and say something nice, you wouldn't stop me. And I feel like the problem is if this conversation was to, be shown for TV, or anybody was to have there or anything in there, it would be taken as, oh, look at black people criticizing black businesses doing it. And it's not what it is. It's because nobody wants to.
I would do the same thing if I went
It's
to.
Yelp.
Yeah, I would have. I do the same thing at any of the big
But
businesses.
people don't want to take the constructive criticism.
Listen.
And the thing about it is, like, when you have a bad experience in Zara, like when you have a bad experience in Zara or in this place, it's plenty of times where I've been months like, oh, I'm not going into Zara, because and I'll tweet that. Now somebody may tweet me right back because Zara is a bigger corporation.
Right.
But it ain't nobody in my inbox being like, why are you talking
That's
smack
not
about
even-
Zara?
The
Why
size,
you
of
hating
the
on
size of the
Zara?
organization ain't got nothing to do, because
No, but you
the
see what I'm-
smaller the organization, the
they
more
made it more of a
you need
personal
a
touch.
you
You made a
should
personal
you should
touch.
get that, and their business depends upon it. The fact that they can't make the correlation that if I spend my dollar with you, you have a responsibility to make sure that I'm taken care of, because I'm literally paying your rent.
Right.
I'm paying your rent and your supplies and all that. That's what I'm doing. So people don't take it as far, like, it's crazy because business owners, a lot of times, they act as though they're doing you a favor. There's no service out here that I can't go get done somewhere else. I can get another chicken sandwich, I can get another mac and yams, I can get another shirt, I can get another shoe. So you're not doing me no favors. I'm coming here because you made me want to spend my dollar here. And as soon as you make me not want to, I'm never coming back.
And I want to talk about it. And I'm not a hater for talking about it. Like, we're allowed to have an opinion. That's what Yelp is for. That's what reviews are for. And businesses do surveys.
It doesn't
Businesses do
matter.
actual
Yes,
surveys
it
that
doesn't
say, how do you
matter.
like our service so that we can make it better? Why don't small businesses incorporate that into their program?
Small business
Like,
needs to listen to
you
me.
need
Yeah, they
reviews.
do.
You need,
Even
like,
I'm one of the top Yelp reviewers. Like, I'm going to review everything. I'm going to be on there every time I have a bad experience. I don't care if it's with my hairdresser. I don't care if it's with whatever, a restaurant. I'm going to put out a review. It's not personal. It's not black. It's just that's who I am as a person.
The crazy-
I feel like good customer service should be rewarded and bad customer service should be talked about. That's just my thing.
The crazy part about it, when you like tweet the big corporations, they answer you back. And they're like, we are so sorry that you had a bad time. You know what? Next time, this, and this is on us. Like, I had a bad experience at another restaurant, and they completely, it's all right. I had another bad experience at another restaurant, and they comped my meal, and they comped me a drink.
Right.
And I'm like,
Because
well,
they know what you're going to talk about.
Yes, I'm like,
that's what small business don't understand.
Right.
If there's a person-to-person relationship, that's sometimes the worst thing. And I'm sorry, but I think it's even worse in the black community, because we take that to mean like, you're my friend or you're my colleague and you're supposed to stick up for me.
you're supposed to understand. We here because we black.
No, we not here. I spent my hard-earned dollar. I spent my hard-earned dollar. I demand a certain.
I need all mines. Like, I need Like, if you give me bad customer service, I expect to be able to talk to somebody on a higher level and then rectify the situation. That's with any business, any company.
One
And
time I freaking booked it was a black-owned spa. Booked an appointment, showed up to my appointment, and it wasn't even open. And I had to catch a high behind Uber to get there because I didn't drive at the time. It wasn't open. So I'm calling the owner, and no one's answering, right? She finally calls back and was like, oh my God, the manager is at the beach. And I had to catch an Uber to get there.
And no compensation, no I'm gonna pay for your trip.
Having a sandal.
In Mexico, child. She don't care.
Crazy. Crazy.
She just said, I'm gonna take that. I'll have a day off.
I talk about it a lot. There's an incumbent responsibility upon a customer, and there's an incumbent responsibility upon a seller. And especially in our community, again, we're good for the hookup. Hook me up. Let me get this. Because I know, and I always tell people, I'll be like, look, if I sold cars, you wouldn't ask me to hook you up. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't matter that I do something that's hourly, so I got to hook you up. No, it's incumbent upon a customer to spend whatever my value and my worth and my cost is, or just don't use me. And at the point where I get someone to spend whatever my dollar amount is, it's incumbent upon me to make sure they get that value. And that's the part that people have a disparity in. And I'm sorry, be excellent and then be black. Like that's what I'm going to stick to. And hold on, because really, this is what I mean. Everybody who's black is black. It's not a choice. It's not you born into it, but it's not a just stick together point because I'm black. It has to be a requirement, and it has to be.
I just recently had a big client, and I had to really look at my price and be honest with myself. Like, Zay, are you, for this amount, for this hourly rate that you say you charge, are you gonna be able to deliver this every single time? Because you can't just be switching your prices up. I, as a business person, had to sit there and say, not that I'm not, but just in case I don't, let me be reasonable. And I did something that was reasonable for the both of us. I wasn't trying to give them a bargain, but it just started with me being honest with myself as a tiny business, because I don't even think I'm a small business just yet. But as a professional, as a new professional, I had to really just be completely honest with myself before moving forward with that customer and making them spend that dollar amount. That I'm sure
you can deliver.
I can deliver. I don't want to say that word, but I can deliver. So I had to be honest.
And I feel like
But-
the hookup isn't always the best.
And when we talking about, since we talking about delivering,
When they come to you, that's when a hookup is good. If they need you, oh, I already like what you're doing. I like your following.
Right.
Can I give you this for that? That's a hookup. Don't come to me if you like what I'm doing and ask for a discount. Let me come to you and seek you out.
I just feel like it depends on how the conversation is and how it goes. And I feel like a lot of people, especially like when they have a business or when they run a business, sometimes they want to get on their high horse and be like, oh, you don't ask this person for a discount and you don't. First of all, yes, I do. I will, and I did. They're like, you don't go in Gucci. It's like, why you think I shop with the same rep? Like, I'm getting some type of concessions here. Like, I'm getting it before you get it. If it's 10 out, bet you not 1 of the 10. I'm 9 and 10. Like, so is a reason why I keep going to the same place or keep going with the same person, because I'm going to keep doing it. The same reason why, like, if you frequent, you know, a nail shop or this or that, like, you want some type of treatment because I can go anywhere to get this stuff done.
I still
You're
think
not
it's
the
a
only person.
relationship thing though. It's a give and a take every time. Like, I'm never gonna be the person that's constantly asking for a discount.
No, it's not
I'm
a
also
constant
not
thing.
gonna be the person that is constantly lowering my rates. But I will be the person who constantly delivers a certain standard of service. And then what happens from delivering that certain standard of service is your referral game is crazier. Your client base is crazier. And now you're able to systematically move your rates and stuff up. So just like with what you're saying, you're number 9 and you're number 10 because you've been bringing that rep consistent business as well. So that rep is now saying mutual relationship. I don't want to lose Sean as a client. I'm going to find a way to take care of him. That's cool. But the whole you my cousin, you bake cupcakes,
But
let
my
me
thing
get
is-
30 for 20.
But if I
No.
am your, my thing is,
No.
as far as like when people talk about building a community, and if this is a discussion about black, and it's like, oh, do this, do that, do that. The white people, the white people look out for this. The Puerto Rican people look out for this. The black people, if my cousin do bake cakes, If I want a discount, I should be offering it. If I want to give you full price,
But that's not support, though.
No, it is support.
That's not support.
'Cause
My
Support
regular rate
is
is set.
support
I
is
go-
buy two and tip me.
No,
Yeah.
If I'm a new business,
But it may not always be that way. Sometimes I might buy two and tip you. Sometimes I might BOGO. Like it just all depends. But don't get on your high horse and be like, oh, but it is
To require, to say I want $1,000 for this, you can't tell me I'm my high horse because that's what I want to
No, I'm not
charge.
telling you you're on your high horse because you're saying my thing is you saying okay I want $1,000 for this, right? And then I'm like, all right, like let me get it for 8. You like no, that's fine. I could go get it just like you can go get your $1,000 for somebody else. But it's the same way how everybody sit around here. You won't give your cousin a discount because it may not be openly beneficial to you or it's not there, but you'll give somebody with 10,000 followers a cupcake for free. With no following, they just have followers. And you'll give it to them with no weight on how that cupcake will do on their platform. So you'll give somebody, because I do it a lot, I'll try it out. No, but
That's
I'm on
not-
the side of marketing and
Yeah, it's
business.
marketing and business.
I've given products to clients when I work with other companies. For my own company, I've given products to clients that had 100,000 followers, and I'd be like, listen, they have a lot of followers, but they don't have a following. So I don't really think you should do that. But it's like, no, they got 100,000 followers. It don't pop over there. It's though I could give it to somebody. Oh crap! I give it to somebody that has like 3,000 followers. But you're constantly on their page for hair, or you're constantly
So
like,
you
would
talking
look
about
for them
you,
for
you
their
talking
hair?
about something different. Like that's like a social media type of thing.
But
What I'm saying is
you'll give that cupcake to somebody because they have something they think that they can offer you, and you don't even know that.
But no, that's not the point. The point is the give and take, the win-win is always going to be the most strategic way to build your brand and build your business. I agree. You don't know when that comes to followers and following. That's not what we're looking for here. What I'm looking for is if I sell cupcakes, to keep using that analogy, I'm looking for the best materials at the best price. I'm looking for the best location at the best price. I'm looking for all of these things to cut my bottom line and make sure that I make a wonderful cupcake. Because the one person with 100,000 followers is not going to affect my bottom line like the 30 people a day that I serve that's going to eat that cupcake and be like, this is a delicious cupcake, and remember their experience at my restaurant because I treated them so great. That's going to be my seller. So those people, if I see Ray Leah every day getting my cupcakes, I'm going to hook Ray Leah up way before I hook up anybody else, because I know whatever she's doing with these cupcakes when they leave here, they're touching a lot of people because she wants to do it again. An influencer with 100,000 followers or whatever, they always getting free stuff and getting that preferential treatment. They don't have no skin in their game as far as telling other people to eat my cupcakes. She does. If she buys a dozen once a week, that's 12 people that she's telling to eat my cupcake at the very least. And if she keeps getting them, that tells me my R&D is it's working for her, or she wouldn't be back. And that's the part where it's incumbent upon a business owner to take care of her because she's taking care of me. I know that. So her 12 dozen, here you go, is free
But that's
now.
what I said on the hookup is somebody that, like, if they keep coming back. But I'm just saying, people always go like, oh, you gotta, like, they always dismiss the fact that, like, don't ask me for no discount, or don't ask me for, like, it just isn't always that deep to me.
I believe it shouldn't be asked for. It should be earned. I should want to give you a discount.
I think you should earn it.
Yeah, it should be earned. It should definitely be
But
earned.
I just feel like when you have friends and family members, you ask them of, certain things that outside of a product, like you ask them for like special gifts and services. So if you got kids, you won't ask me to watch your kids. You're gonna ask me to do you see nobody goes that deep because like you're gonna ask me to watch your kids and you don't want me to charge
business
you
is my business.
because I'm not a daycare.
Your
though.
business and your
You see what I'm saying?
personal
though?
that's
No, but-
separate. There's family stuff and there's business stuff.
But I just feel like it all. No,
So we're not even gonna go there because I'm not watching your kids. I'm not watching no one's kids.
That's your responsibility as family. Like you taking it somewhere else. If let's say
Me
I'm
being like, let me get $20 off the shoes, I might not have
Your
it.
blood ain't the same as mine. I'm
I
not
might
baby.
not have it.
That's different.
Your blood
my friend start a business, I always pay for it. I never ask for discount or because that's my friend and I want her to win, so I'm going to buy it and I'm going to post it because you're my friend. I'm never going to be like, can I have it for free?
Facts.
Never
You
would I
coulda
take
charged
it for
me.
free.
You could have charged me for them photos I did.
And I paid for you.
No,
And you
like,
did, and you posted it.
Yeah.
And you did.
What it really boils down to is a whole entitlement issue. Like black people be really freaking entitled and really feel like, and it's not just us. I won't say it's just us, but there's definitely an entitlement issue when it comes to I'm your friend, I'm your family, and you kind of owe me this because I knew you since you grow up and before you had this business. Like that's not a thing.
Remember when
I remember when you was wearing corduroys. Like no, ain't nothing to do with nothing.
my business.
I glowed up business. My personal has nothing to do with my business. If my brother is moving, I'm gonna help him move because that's my brother. I'm not gonna charge him nothing. If my cousin need me to watch her daughter, I'm gonna watch the daughter because that's my cousin. But as soon as anybody goes into business and there's money that I'm investing in my business, I don't expect them to support me, and they shouldn't expect me to give them a discount. That has to be earned because once we go outside of family stuff is family taking care of family. I need a favor. Favors is cool, that's family. That's a favor. But when it comes to my business, if you are truly family and truly a supporter, I expect you to pay for whatever my good or service is at cost. I don't expect you to do nothing else, but I expect you to at least do it at cost, and I expect you to do it frequently if you want to support me. Because otherwise, you're not supporting me. And the other thing I always tell people, you can't become successful off of friends and family anyway.
No one has ever
Anyway,
become rich
so-
off their friends and family. Like you cannot get rich off your friends
But
and
what I'm
family.
saying is like, even how you saying it, my whole thing is like, to my friends and family, if I have a product or a service, you don't necessarily have to ask me for a discount. But if I feel like I can cut you one, I'm just gonna do that because that's just me, and that's how I roll with my friends and my family. Like I have friends that are models. Yeah, I'm about to say I have friends that are models. They have models for me.
But you
their
can't-
rate might be $100. They might be like, all right, I'm gonna charge you $50.
But you can't feel entitled to it.
It's not.
That's the whole thing. It's like no one should feel entitled to that discount for that product or service because I know you. Like that doesn't, me knowing you has nothing. I know a lot of people, like, but I'm not entitled to a piece of their business
When
because
they come to me and that I should give them a discount. I have never experienced that with. I guess that's the entitlement thing that we just mentioned.
You said so wealthy white people don't feel that way.
No, wealthy white people don't ever give me I feel like you should look out. It's the wealthy black people that come to me that feel like it's an honor for me to work with them, and they flip it and they want to. What the hell is that about? Why is that? If you got it,
It's two things.
Entitlement is black people feeling like from what we came from, which is true and real. I'm all for the kinetic energy, the sticking together, the working together, the building each other up. We definitely should be doing
Even
that.
the black dollar in the black community, you
Doing
gotta do
all of that.
all of that.
But when it comes to working, when it comes to work, when it comes to what I do with my hands and my skill and my mind or whatever it is, the playing field is even. Like, I'm not saying that the playing field is even for black people and white people, but for black people it's even. So you can't come to me uppity as a black person, and you can't come to me lowly as a black person. I personally, I'm going to treat everybody the same, right? If Floyd Mayweather book a video with me, or if Floyd Johnson
Same
book a video
price.
with me,
It's
it's
the
the
same
same
price.
price. And what people don't understand is when you chasing the dollar, what happens is now you're gonna scare away that big client because you never know who knows who. Oh, I came to you because my man said you was $350 an hour. Oh well, I just tried something. That's why you was $3,000 an hour. No, that don't work. But since I'm chasing a dollar, but let me finish though. Since I'm chasing a dollar, I'm gonna lose those clients. Once you chase being great, and you lose the sense of entitlement, oh, my people should work with me. No, everybody should work with me. White, black, Asian, whatever. Everybody should work with me because I'm the best at what I do. Period, point blank. I'm not entitled and you shouldn't be entitled either. And then what's going to happen? Because I'm the best at what I do and because I give out that non-preferential treatment, that big client is going to come back. And that big client is going to spend more money than that small client can spend. That's just a law of how it works. They got more money to spend. They visions and everything is going to be more grand. So they're going to pay me more anyway. I ain't have to charge them up. I ain't have to inflate my rates because of who I was working with. And the same is true for, like you said, because of who you are doesn't mean come at me and try to get a discount off of who you are. Because I've had that happen as well. I've had a local rapper come to me like, oh, why you might as well just give me that, because, you know, once that go out with my name on it, it's going to be this, that. Like, bro, I run a business, bro. You can go to McDonald's and say, well, once they see the fries in my hand, it's going, you can charge more for the fries. Come on now.
If you not McDonald's, but you McRon's, and we don't know McRon's, once they see these fries in these hands, they are going to come to
But
McRon's.
McRon should ask for that. That you shouldn't come to me with your hand out like, yo, McRon's, I see you just started. Let me
McRon's might
let me
not know
endorse
the
you.
eggs. I might come in here and be in McRon's like, hey, I've been in McRon's every week. Like, I'm McRon's pop.
Because as a brand influencer, a lot of brands do come to me and be like, "Hey, we love you, what you're doing.
But
Can,
that's fine.
can you give
That's
you
a
our
brand
no? But
coming
listen,
together.
can we give you our product without payment? No, I want payment. You came to me." But a lot of brands will feel like if I give you something for nothing, you should still post it and do it because I gave you something for nothing. Whereas other brands come to me and they say, we want to pay you this and give you product.
Right. See, I don't see no shame in either side of that. I just see the shame in the communication of it. If I come to you like that and I'm like, yo, know you got following here, take this, model this, wear this shirt and take a picture. Yeah, don't come to me like that, right? Because
But why can't
obviously
I come to you,
I'm
though? Because maybe I'm in myself.
That's a
me
job.
saying, like, let McRon's be like, yo, I want you as the fry ambassador. Maybe I'm just walking around realizing my worth. I see somewhere that needs my help. I'm like, yo, I'm a stroll into McRon's.
But that's
like,
different.
Yo,
What
give
I'm
me the
saying is,
fries.
what I'm saying is, in my case scenario, I did a service for this person, and they thought that because they're who they were,
Well, they was
they
just
should get
trying
a
to
discount. Yeah, but that's
They
black
shot,
entitlement.
but that's
and-
black
I don't-
entitlement.
and no.
In that sense, I don't think when you try in your hand because of your leverage or your influence and power, I don't think that it's black entitlement
No,
or
it's
anything. I think
exactly
that's
what it
anybody's
is.
entitlement because most people, if they feel like they can do it, they'll try to do it. You'll probably get it a lot more
But
from
that's
black
exactly
people
what
because
entitlement is.
no,
That's
but it's
feeling
not
like you're entitled
No,
to
I'm
something
not.
that
I
you're
don't
not.
feel like I'm just saying like, yo, it's like I'm testing the waters. Like, you don't
But
know
that's
if you're
not
in your
right
ass.
But
to
that's
do.
not. But that's
How is that
entitlement.
right to
That's
test the
That
literally
doesn't make it
entitlement.
right.
That's literally the definition of it.
Yeah.
Like it's
That doesn't make it
entitlement.
right.
You feel
No,
like
I'm seeing
because
it right there.
because of who I am, I feel like you should do this for me
Exactly.
because I'm
I feel
different
like
than everybody else.
It's a worth game.
That's never the case.
It's
It's always
always
somebody
about
doing what you do already. Always.
Hey, don't work. People ain't doing it, it didn't work.
But you're right.
You
You're
right.
right.
You
but,
right.
So let's not
but here's
act
the
like
thing.
it doesn't work.
But it's a communication gap because it's all about worth. I'm okay with somebody coming to me and bringing me their worth and wanting to work with me based on a conversation. That's cool. But don't black privilege me. Don't white privilege me. Don't homosexual privilege me. Don't cute privilege me. Because cute privilege is running rampant. I've had many women. I have had many women come to me.
Y'all be with it. Y'all be with it.
work.
Whatever.
No.
Y'all,
It be working.
guys
It be working.
offer.
It do work.
They offer. Y'all just do it. Y'all do it. Y'all make
Pretty girl discount is definitely a thing.
Them
Listen,
suckers
pretty
let
girl
it work, and they
discount.
do
My
it.
dad
They
been
do
calling
it all
that
the
for
time
years.
because the suckers let them
I
work.
got listen.
Low. I must be oogly. I don't get nothing for the low.
No, that be working. That be working.
It does work. And they're willing participants in it. All the guys are definitely willing participants for sure.